Meteorologist Mike May is back with us now to talk about this really half and half weekend, Mike.
Saturday looking great. Sunday, we're calling it a super soaker. 1 to 2 inches of rain possible. Now, as we've gone through the days, as we get closer to the event, models are pumping out 1 to 2 inches of rain. Our in-house Futurecast model suggesting up to 2 inches of rain. And the concern is for some localized flooding. Right now, we're under a low-end risk for that possibility statewide. Now, here's Futurecast starting at 5 a.m. on Sunday. So the morning doesn't look like a washout. There'll be spotty showers moving on by. The main event is off to the west. By 8 a.m., about a 40 to 50% chance for showers, about a 40 to 50% at lunchtime. So if you have plans that need to get done, I do them in the morning. During the afternoon and evening, the showers set in, thunderstorms as well. And I think roughly from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock, from what I'm seeing on the models, the way the upper level winds look, that would be the time period that there could be a straight line wind gust. There's a very slim chance there could be an isolated tornado. In fact, I'll outline that coming up at 5:30 to show you that the threat's not all that great. By 2 o'clock, there's the outline on Futurecast of the showers and possible storms, fully engulfed by 5 o'clock. 90 to 100% chance of rain. It will be very wet at this time. Just stay home, watch some football, watch some movies. Looks like a really wet evening by 8 o'clock. The threat for any severe weather, I think, would be down east toward the coast, but still the possibility of some heavy showers and maybe a storm. 10 o'clock, still looking at some rain locally. Snow up in the mountains. There could be a couple of inches up in the highest elevations. And as we go through the overnight period, the model ends at 1 a.m. I'll have a new update at 10 on Fox 50 and 11 on WRAL. And you can still see quite a bit of coverage still left. And again, with that 2 inches of rain and these showers moving over the same areas, that's where the possibility of some flooding comes in. So out of all the threats, I think right now, flooding is here, maybe a damaging wind gust here, a tornado really down here. So that's the way the threats look. And then Monday, we're back to dry weather. So for Sunday, it's the entire state that's under a level 1 risk or low end risk for flooding. That 1.5 to 2 inches of rain is possible from the event. Now, here's a look at the Weather Prediction Center's forecast. They've upped the rainfall totals as well. The northern part of the viewing area, 1.5 to 2 inches possible. Down east of the coast, 1.5 to 2 inches possible. And then the Fayetteville area, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. And if all goes as planned, it would go a long way in holding off the drought or maybe whittling away at the drought, especially in the western part of the state where there's at least 1.5 inches to maybe 2.5 inches of rain in the southwestern part of the state where those fires were ongoing over the past few months. Now, closer to home, we've had a partly to mostly cloudy day. I think as we head through the evening, it'll be mostly cloudy and really not all that cold. We got up to 64 out at RDU, 59 now, 58 Fayetteville, 54 at Roxborough, 55 at Rocky Mount. And if you're heading out to get a bite to eat, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures running in the 50s, 55 at 6, 52 by 7, and by 8 o'clock about 50. So a jacket would suffice, nothing really all that heavy. And really no heavy jackets or coats tonight. 45 the low in Raleigh, 46 Fayetteville, 43 at Rocky Mount. And what a day tomorrow. We'll warm up even more so than we did today with about 70 in Raleigh after a mostly cloudy start. I believe it'll be partly cloudy and breezy in the afternoon. Area Christmas parades look great. 50s for the ones in the morning for temperatures, 60s to about 70 degrees for the Cary parade in the afternoon. Unfortunately, some of the parades on Sunday were postponed because of the great chance of rain, and that's a wise move. We have the WRAL Weather Alert day, the high 71. Any winds during the afternoon would gust probably 20 to 30 miles per hour. The strongest winds look like they'll be after midnight, up to 40 miles per hour. So if you have any one of those big outdoor Christmas decorations that you blow up, make sure you secure them, and any ones that could get blown down the neighborhood. And then Monday through Friday of next week, Deb, look just dry and cool.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike.